Hey Mancavians and JLW 2000ites. This is Bob from the Bob's N Scale Man Cave, and I'm at the Orlando National Train Show for the NMRA in Orlando, Florida, and I'm here by myself. And as I said, JLW 2000ites, he is not here to show you this show, but I am going to be here doing it for him in kind of a collaboration. So I've got a whole new image, got myself a new logo on my shirt, got a new shirt and everything else, got a microphone, so you JLW 2000ites don't feel left out a little bit and feel like James wasn't here for you. But I'm going to try and replace him as best I can and see what we have here to show. The first thing we're going to see is most likely the Scale Train's announcement of a new N-Scale product. I'm not sure what it is. Could be rolling stock, could be a locomotive, but I'm betting more on a rolling stock kind of thing right now because they just released a locomotive announcement a couple months ago. So I'm kind of excited to see what that is. So I'm going to go take a look at some of these other vendors and the layouts that are here and give you a sneak peek. Let's go take a look right now at what I found.
The time is now, 9 a.m. The National Train Show 2017 Orlando edition is now open. Once again, 9 a.m. The National Train Show is now open.
Okay, we're here with Scale Trains and Shane Wilson, and there's an announcement that they need to make for N-Scale. Let's see what you got there, Shane. What do you got?
Well, Bob, for the National Train Show here in 2017 in Orlando, Florida, our announcement is going to be for N-Scale. And as an extension, of course, the Big Blow Turbine Project, one of the natural things to do are the water tenders and the fuel tenders. So we're going to do both versions of the early water tender. Each one is unique. Mm-hmm. They have different water fills, different piping on both. And then to continue with that, we'll do the late versions. And, of course, the Joe Jordan and the Jim Adams. The Joe Jordan, of course, has the UP flag. It's short, huh?
Yeah.
And then we're doing also the individual tenders for sale. Mm-hmm. We're doing the black water tender like we did in HO. I don't have samples of it yet, but artwork's online. And then we'll do the 24C and the shorter 23C Big Blow turbine tenders separately. Okay. The neat thing that for all of these is they are lighted right out of the box, mm-hmm. and they have a 2-function decoder, so you can actually program the water tenders because they have front and rear headlights on both. You can program it so only the rear light will come on if you're consisting them together with your FEF, your Challenger, or eventually your big boy 4014.
So would that be if you put it in reverse, the lights would switch?
Yes.
As well?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you can make it so when you're going forward, the lights aren't on at all. Mm-hmm. And when you go in reverse, the furthest rear light is the one that lights up.
Okay. When are these going to be available?
Looking at spring 2018 delivery, and pricing is $37.99 is the selling price on the single tender, and $69.99 for the 2-pack, or the set of 2.
Okay. You get them in 2. Mm-hmm. That looks like a very exciting product for us N-Scalers who are looking for something new.
Yeah, well, there's a gap there. You know, if you're an excursion fan, you're running an 844 and 8444, and you're back in the 70s and 80s, this will give you a chance to get some water bottles behind your excursion locomotives.
Okay. Well, there you have it, guys. That's been the N-Scale announcement from Scale Trains, and look forward to seeing those next year. And not for Christmas, but next year. Darn. Okay, let's go take a look at more things on the show, and see you later, Shane.
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate your time.
No problem. American Z-Line. This is on Z-Scale. Some P-42s. Some passenger cars. Some of the locomotives. Here's my briefcase.
cases, and we sell some up in 15, 20 minutes. You guys got it done under an hour.
Caboose
Kind of
Industries.
separated them by the way, what they are. The 204. Okay, you know the difference between the sprung and the unsprung?
No.
Okay, we get to have some fun. One of those is sprung, one of those is the rigid. Can you tell me the difference? Huh? Yeah, two. Being a smart ass, two of them little springs.
I would say that this is the sprung.
And I'll tell you you're wrong. I can tell you by looking.
Yeah?
You can't? Turn that one over. See that tape? I cheat. I got a piece of tape on the rigid one. Now, the only way to tell is to, and I'm going to center it, is to push sideways on the slide bar.
Aha.
See that one moves?
Yeah.
Spring back.
Okay. So this is if it's got the S behind it, it's sprung. If it's got the R behind it, it's rigid.
Yes.
I see it behind
The
it.
the difference is plain and simple is something like this. Sprung is designed to be mounted directly to the turnout.
Yeah.
The rigid one has the same amount of travel. See, we have over travel, so we put point pressure against the stock rails.
Yeah.
So that helps. That helps with electrical contact. Keeps you from picking the points. So, but if you're using a rigid stand, then you have to have an external spring.
Uh-huh.
And it's designed for something like this. I can't mount it here because there's nothing to mount it to. It won't fit here, so I moved it out.
Yeah.
Now this happens to be tracked, but if it's a beautiful structure that you got sitting there that you don't want some clumsy ox like me reaching over, move the switch stand out front.
Had an N and HO, and then the trailers are really cool. So
I
these
see a TV on in there.
Yeah, yep. So this one is coming out, the Grillin' and Chillin'. It will be out here in August, towards the end of the month.
Okay.
And then the Double Decker will be out in September. And then we have Sunny Days that will be out in October. So it's basically a little series of trailers. And that will be in the N and the HO.
Woodland Scenics booth, just plug system. Like the lights. A lot of different light combinations there and products. Light up different buildings with different lights. Dim them. Flip switches. You get all the lights off there. Get just this section over here, turns off. And you can break it down to another, just one. That's pretty good.
That's our
See how it does so their base paint will have the clear.
Pretty good.
But this, I would think they'd mix something in it.
Yeah, they've got multiple spaces.
NJ International. Lighting booth. Has LEDs, flashing lights. Well, hey man, Mancavins. We're here with Eric Smith from Microtrains line, and we have some new products coming out from Microtrains. And Eric, what do you got?
We got all sorts of great stuff, Bob, and I appreciate you coming by to see what we do have.
Okay.
And starting over here to the left side, we just announced our all-new Union Pacific World War II poster series. And this is a prototype series of Union Pacific cars that was going around the country back during World War II, promoting the war effort, and it starts in September. Next, we have what we've already announced, but we're still in the pre-order process, and that's for our Department of Defense 68-foot flat cars. And we're going to have all tooled, injection molded Abram tanks and containers down here, and that's coming in 1 year from now.
1 year.
1 year. And then finally, Microtrains is very proud and pleased to announce that we have our metal wheels here. And so this is on display. The metal wheels are packaged like this.
Okay.
And we have two quantity options that you can choose from. So we're delighted about that, and they're already out on the market, they're readily available. And of course, we're always promoting and pleased with how well the graffiti series is being received by the modelers, both in N and Z. And then over here, speaking of Z scale, we've announced our next passenger car in the Z scale series, and that's the heavyweight single window coach, 78 foot. And that'll be coming available in early 2018.
Early 2018.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then also something that, again, that's been announced, but we're promoting it at this show, this venue, the Orlando NMRA's National Train Show, and that is the Heinz Reefer Series. And these are all prototype cars, rail cars, reefers, and that begins in just a month, in 2017.
It looks like I'm in for another series next month.
Very good. And then once again, we're promoting our SW1500s. We finally have a whole new selection coming forth. We've got the NASA SW1500. That'll be available next month in September. And then we have, followed by the Southern Pacific. We have 3 road numbers for that. And that's forthcoming.
Okay.
And that's what's new for Microtrains and what we're promoting here at the show.
Okay. Well, thanks, Eric. We will be looking forward to all these new products coming from you. And every month, apparently, we get something new every month.
Yeah, every month.
You just never know what it's going to be. But I'm going to take a few quick close-ups of everything we talked about.
Please.
And for those of you who missed it, I know I'm all by myself right here, so I'll give you a good shot of that. Till the next booth I shop at or stop at, I'll see you then.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
And they also have some box sets here for you to look at. We have some Pan Am boxcars and graffiti and some other sets as well. And we also have something new for this month.
We have some August releases here. We have a nice intermodal JB Hunt container, 53-footer. Yes, I think it's 53-foot. And some Z-scale.
We have some heavyweight sets here, and also some carnival Halloween kind of stuff, and some Christmas sets. And right here we have the Boeing airplane car set that just came out this past week. And we get all sorts of people at the train shows, of course. And here's Lionel Strang from A Modeler's Life. I did an interview with him, so check that out when you can. And also we get some other crazy little guys right there. I just had to put that in. He's gonna love me. And of course, here's a shot of the train show on Saturday. There was a lot more people here at the train show on Saturday than there was Friday, of course. A lot of people working on Friday. But as you can see, there was a fairly good turnout at the Saturday show.
We're here at the Bachman booth. On scale over here. PDA 40Xs. Maybe talk some of the cars, heavyweights, the diesel locomotives. There we go, Alaska Railroad. The GG1s. And some other Rolling Stone.
The successor to the Wide Open. Some people try to make it exactly like the original. Other people
Maybe look for the kind of front, and that's what's different, or like the design.
these are all fairly modern. This is the most modern one. This one is probably from the 70s. These came out actually.
Motorized turntable and some other sets. New from Bachman is this N-scale ore car. CP Rail, Union Pacific,
Don't you like
Penn
when you're right?
Central, Pennsylvania.
I know, yeah.
And we have Dash 840 CW diesel coming out soon in DCC sound value.
You know what? Here's my prediction.
HO in a train device right here. And new HO 50-foot outside brace box car with flashing LED end of train device coming soon, if not already right now. Well, you guys, we're here with Alex from Kato, USA, not Kato, Japan.
Correct.
We're going to take a look at some of the new stuff they have to offer us here this year. So Alex, let us know what you got.
Sure. All right, well, first we'll start out with HO, give you kind of a quick preview for these. Brand new model that came in is our Canadian National Intermodal containers. These just came in this month. It's a brand new paint scheme for Kato, and I'll kind of give you a side view here. One cool thing that is unique about the intermodal containers, they have little magnets here on the bottom, so they're very easily clip up. They clip on very nice.
Okay.
Slide right onto our intermodal well cars.
They ain't going to fall off going around.
They're not going to fall off. I mean, as you can see, I can kind of just wiggle it around, and you're not going to have very much going on there. So that's a nice feature, and again, that's available now. They just came in our shipment this month.
Okay.
Next here with HO, I want to show you, this is our rerun of our Amtrak Superliner lounge car. This is a very popular model. These come in our HO starter sets as well as the individual car that you see here. The 33019 number board on it. As you kind of see, you can look in here with some of the detail on there. It's just beautiful. And again, this is a
here on
and again, this is a re-release. These are available now. You can get these individually or as the HO starter sets. It'll come with the P42, which you see here, and this car as well.
Is that going to come in N-scale at some point in time, or is it already out in N-scale?
It is already out in N-scale, and I'll show you that here in a little bit as well. It's kind of our array of our N-scale products, but the primary one that I want to show you guys here, this is coming out in October, is our Olympian Hiawatha from the Milwaukee Road. I'll kind of go through some of these cars real quick with you. As you see here, we have the FP7 A and B units. This is all new tooling for Kato. Kind of the difference for some of you who don't know about the FP7s. The F unit's a little bit of a smaller unit. Of course, the E unit's a little bit longer. So this is kind of the in-between units. Again, really highly detailed. Comes with the winterization hatch on the top here, and some of the decals. It's just a beautiful paint. This set is going to come as an A and B unit with a separate A unit, so that you can run it with an ABA constants, as it was in the prototype. This is a 1952 prototype paint scheme.
Okay.
So we're going to kind of skip here. You have the baggage in the kitchen and whatnot. Another really highly anticipated car is the Superdome, which I'll take off so you guys can take a look.
Okay.
Again, it's scaled beautifully, and the details are incredible. You can see all the seats here. The original prototype came with 68 cars on there. These swivel, so on the actual prototype you can look out the window or stuff like that. So it comes with 68 cars total, 28 lounge cars. So it's a really, really beautiful car, and as you can see, just
seats, lounge seats, or 68 cars,
68 chairs.
Chairs.
Sorry. Yes.
I was like, wow,
sorry
that's a
about that.
big train.
Yeah. 68 chairs. Yep. So the car consist, and this is going to come with the actual 9-car consist. It's going to be 9 cars in total. And lastly here, we have the Skytop Polar Observation Lounge. One cool feature that's going to be on here, of course, you'll have the Mars light on here. Of course, the side lights. One cool feature that's on the original prototype where there are actually table lamps on either side of this, along with like cigarette holders and chairs. On this car, coming standard, is going to be 2 table lamps. They're going to be actually on this, so as you run it, you're going to be able to see those LED table lamps on there.
Cool. So it'll be lit up on the
It'll
inside?
be lit up on the inside. This will come standard. There's no need for interior lighting or any DCC type setup. That's going to come up right on the car standard, right out of the pack. So again, this is going to be a 9-car set, along with the ABA consist. This will be available in October.
Wow.
So, and then this came out in March of this year. Of course, many of you guys know already, this is the GS4 4449 Southern Pacific Lines Daylight. Comes with the GS4 and a 10-car consist. We also have the BNSF Black. This appeared in 2000 for a BNSF Employee Appreciation Special. Pretty much one of the only times it was painted in that color. And of course that is available now. Primary difference people notice is the number boards here on the middle and on the front. Primary difference is because the later versions were done with the mid board, and the early versions done in 1941, which this paint scheme represents, has a front number board. So kind of just a little bit of difference. So that's kind of look at our steam.
Yeah, I did notice you got little bumps on the side of this one versus this one over here. I guess that's part of the...
It's part of, right. Once you put these number boards on the side, the little bumper kind of blends right in.
Those are number boards.
Correct, yeah.
Weird place to put number boards, I guess.
Yeah, well, originally on here, it was hard to see with the headlight up front, so they moved it back. So, but on the earlier versions, they were all up front until like the late 40s when they started moving back.
Yeah.
And then this changed from Southern Pacific lines to Southern Pacific, and that was in the 1950s.
Okay.
One last thing I want to show you guys today. We're going to go over here. As you know, Kato is starting to work with T-Track. We're working with the local Southwestern Alabama group, and this is their T-Track module. As you can see, we're running N-scale superliners and auto racks, as well as coming out this month, we have the California Zephyr, and we'll have the Western Pacific F units coming out in December, as well as Denver Rio Grande PAs. They'll be able to pull with the California Zephyr. You can see with superliners, you have the lounge and the diner, pretty much with the consist. Those are available now. Whatever restock we have will be available in
Someone said 20, and I go, man.
And again, the California Zephyr will be out this August.
That is amazing.
So it'll be out
A
this
lot of
August.
people looking for that one too.
Yeah. So, and again, you'll have some nice cars to run it around Christmas time as well.
Yep. Well, thanks, Alex.
Sure, not a problem.
And we'll look forward to all these new products.
Thank you very much.
And at the Ether booth, they're announcing EMD SD70 that's coming out soon. And we also have some center flow hoppers, covered hoppers as well. And some of the rolling stock that's currently available on Athearn or at your local hobby store. Husky stack back there from Roundhouse. And car carrier. Also you have the SD60E that's going to be coming out here next year. And in the 911 scheme, Norfolk Southern. Looks nice. Here's a close-up of some of these other offerings they also have I do like the 1876 Bicentennial by Burlington Northern. And we're over here at Fox Valley Models, some of their stuff coming out this month, or for at least announcing. Got a lot of bay hoppers and whatnot. The N-scale covered hopper is coming out at the end of this year. And other various rolling stock. And here's some of their locomotives as well.
Oh, that is cool.
You can feel the turbine turning.
It's just the bottom ones that move? Or?
Yeah. Okay. And this thing will move up and down.
That's just fun.
Yeah. And I just downloaded everything on my phone. Last night. So.
Very fun. Yeah, stuff like that. Animation.
I can't wait till the kids show up. Later today.
Oh, they're gonna go nuts about
Yeah, they are.
Who makes that one? Is that
This would be a Roku piece.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
You bet.
I just saw it over there. I was like, what is that thing? I was like, oh, it's a snowplow. Like,
it's Dave's entertainment for the weekend.
Thanks.
Heartland Hobby Wholesale. They're out of Lincoln, Nebraska. They're a distributor of model railroad equipment, and you can actually order through them and become a vendor and do an online business. And today they're showing Fleischmann and Roku products, and I showed you a snowplow from Roku. It's an operating snowplow. And this is a camera inserted rail card, so you can actually follow it along on the rails like with a real camera inside the cab. All on the Z21 system.
But what were you? Okay. Would that be cash or? Yeah, maybe this. You can tell most of mine are done with this green because I could get a higher incline on the green. And would that be cash or charge? Okay. And I don't have fancy bags. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's going to go in his backpack anyway.
Oh, good.
Okay. There isn't in the bag. You don't need the bag? Okay.
Save it.
In here it has the track, the computer, and the cars. And then this is the, you must really be into the trains. Did you make a trip just for the show? Or?
No, my brother lives in Orlando.
Oh,
Gave us an
great.
excuse to
Yeah.
really an excuse to visit him. He thinks it was to visit him.
I'm not sure. No, was the train show an excuse to visit my brother, or was my brother an excuse to visit the train?
Right. Okay. Well, you tell us that it's the train show. It's your priority, and you tell him he is.
We're here at Intermountain booth again. The last time I was at the Deshler Train Show. The SD40-2s display here.
Kids are ready to go. It's I think kids are ready to go.
On the inside for the samples.
4 days at Disney World. Full of excitement and stuff. And then we get to go to the train show. Only not around once.
HO Tier 4. We have the Digitax booth.
Just like this. But this one you've got
turnouts, and we got extra all the functions.
Controllers, Velcro-netted, throttles, command stations.
I'm the South in Richmond.
Which one does that got?
I just sit here and go.
Twos, fine steel custom layout builders. That's how they're making their layouts. Well, Mancavians, that's the end of the vendors portion of this National Train Show video. And stay tuned for part 2, which is going to be the layouts that I saw there. And, you know, there was not a lot of vendors here that we were expecting to see. Some people were looking for BLI to show up, and they could not make it due to family emergencies. But there and a few other vendors didn't show up as well. And I think they're saving it for Train Fest in Milwaukee, November. So stay tuned for part 2 of the layouts. And as always, Mancavians, happy mile railroading. Stay off those tracks. Bye. So if you like what you saw here today, go ahead and click subscribe down here below, or follow my Facebook, Google+, Twitter, and my Instagram. Links down here below in the comments. Also, click on one of my other links for videos as well. As always, Mancavians, happy mile railroading. Stay off the tracks. Bye.